Hello there, ambitious career woman. This is Shalonda Patrice. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Maximizing Your Potential with Shalonda Patrice. I'm so glad that you are tuning in today. I hope you guys have been enjoying my series that I have been doing, my Ask the Coach series, where basically we're looking at different career dilemmas that people are facing, and I'm just kind of giving them some advice and some points on how they can move forward. And so my hope is that you guys will get some kind of insight, some nuggets, some aha moments that will help you in your career journey. Because keep in mind that your career journey will go through stages. And so you may have experienced some of these career dilemmas, or more than likely, you will experience them in the future. And so if you haven't already, make sure that when I do these sessions that you have a pen and paper nearby, because I promise you there's going to be something that you're going to want to write down. These aren't coaching sessions, but these are sessions where I will give you some insight and give you some actionable steps that you can take today, that you can implement today, that will keep you from being stuck and that will help me move forward in your career. So here's today's dilemma. I am currently a teacher and have had thoughts about looking outside of education for a career. I have no idea how to go about it and want to make sure if I do decide on a different career, it's one I would love. I really just looking to feel valued in my career. So we've got a person who's a teacher, and they've been thinking about going outside of education. They don't have any idea what to do, and they want to get kind of guarantee, like, hey, if I leave this profession, I want to do something that I love, and I want to feel valued in my career. So that's today's dilemma. And it's a good thing. I'll say this, it's a good thing that this person has identified that they want to do something new for whatever reason. They could be burnt out, or just sometimes we just get tired of doing the same old thing. We develop new passions as we grow and evolve. For whatever, they just may have a yearning just to do something new. So I will say kudos to this person for realizing this, acknowledging it, accepting it, and acting on it. So that's wonderful. Um, Also, I would suggest in this situation is that you will begin to write down, if you have any ideas, any thoughts you may have about what your next career might be, any interest, any things you've thought about currently or in the past, maybe something that you thought about when you were younger, but for whatever reason you didn't pursue it, or maybe it's just something new that maybe popped up and you said, I wouldn't mind doing that. I could consider myself doing that. Write it down. Write that down. Start there. Start there. Then your next step will be to really just look at um, the aspects. Look at the aspects of you being a teacher that you enjoy. What is it about teaching that you enjoy? Because obviously you're a teacher for a reason. There's something that you did like about it. So be specific about, was it about changing and transforming lives? Did you enjoy, being in front of a classroom? Was it the one-on-one working with students? Like, what was it? Was it the fact that maybe you got to create the curriculum? So evaluate and examine the different aspects of teaching that you like. Also, on the opposite end, examine the things that you didn't like, because both of these are going to help you figure out how to move forward and what to look for in your next position, right? Also, you're going to have to get clear on what you're looking for in a position, right? So, in this case, they're a teacher, they're in education, they're thinking about moving to something different, but they want to ensure that whatever they choose, that they're going to be happy and that they're going to be valued. So you got to get clear on what you want out of your position. So you're going to have to write down and put some thought and effort into this, right? You got to think about, okay, let's see. Do I want a position where I get to use my gifts and my talents, right? Am I looking for something with a flexible schedule? Do I want to work from home? Do I want to work at the office? Do I want a hybrid position? Do I want to be in the office all the time? Or do I want to work in the field? Do I want a combination of both? Do I want to travel to different places? Like, what are you looking for in your position? Do you want to work more one-on-one? Do you want to be in control of everything? Do you want to be the thought leader and the visionary of your position? Do you want to create things? So really analyze and figure out, exactly what you want out of a position. Are you looking for a specific salary? All of the kind of things. Anything. Think about your lifestyle. The things that you're responsible for, and how that can correlate with your career. So be very specific on what you want out of a position, and that's going to help you as well. And then you're just going to have to go on a self-discovery journey. Basically, rediscovering yourself, rediscovering the things you like, the things that excite you, the things that motivate you, the things that give you energy, right? And also the things on the opposite end of the spectrum, things that make you mad and frustrated and irritated and things you can't stand. These are all going to help you decide what's the best career for you. So make sure that you're writing all of that down. And so it's going to take time. You're going to have to put in some effort, right, to figure this out, but you definitely can do it. And once you identify the aspects of your current job, and in this case is being a teacher, the aspects that you like, and then if you're clear on what the position that you want now, what that looks like, you may be able to find some common denominators. You should be able to find some common denominators if you can get clear on what you want in a position now. If you're clear, you will see those common denominators, and those common denominators are going to ensure that your new position is going to be a position that you love and that you enjoy, because the same aspects that you were doing as a teacher, now you're doing the same thing. Those aspects that you liked and enjoyed as being a teacher, if you find those same aspects in another position, that's going to help you get something that you're going to enjoy. And that was this person's concern, is that they wanted to get something that they enjoy and that they feel valued, right? So look for that common denominator. And so I'm going to recommend a couple of resources. In this case, like I said, the first thing is that you got to get clear on the position that you want, what you're looking for in your new position. And you've got to, you've got to know what excites you, what motivates you, what energizes you, all of that stuff. You've got to do that self-discovery. If you are struggling with that part of it, you're not quite sure what you like, what interests you, I want to recommend my Stepping Into Your Greatness Blueprint. That's going to really help you sit down and identify, like I said, the things that motivate you. It's going to help you figure out the things that excite you. It's really going to help you clarify your thoughts and help you create a vision for every area of your life. And you got to know those first before you can figure out what career path to take. So you definitely want to check that out, and you can get that resource at gumroad.com/Shalonda Patrice. And also, I also recommend the book, What Color Is Your Parachute by Richard M. Boyles. That's always a good resource to have in your library if you're changing careers, if you are job searching. That's a good book to have in your library. And another thing that I recommend is that as you're making this change is scary, right? Change is scary. We get stuck in our routines and we're scared to get out of our comfort zones. And when we try to, fear will pop up, right? And so I always like to recommend books that are going to help you with your fear, overcome your fear. One of those resources is Stepping into Your Greatness, 31 Declarations for Your Journey to Greatness. This is my ebook. It's going to help you really reconnect to yourself, reconnect to God, change your perspective to God's perspective, and help you see yourself the way God sees you. And that's going to build your confidence so that you can overcome fear. Also, I recommend the book Fear is a Liar by Daniel B. Lancaster. That's a good one. The Big Leap is a good one. Those are all books that they're going to help you as you start to move forward and do things differently and go new paths. Those are going to help you overcome your fear. So you definitely want to invest in getting you some books on your career journey. And so that is the end of today's session. If you have any comments, any questions, you can definitely put them in the comments section right now. If you have been enjoying these series, and I hope you have, you can listen to more of these series. Just go to Maximizing Your Potential with Shalonda Patrice on Facebook. Make sure you turn your notifications on for videos and posts so you can get notified when I post videos and valuable content to help you on your career journey. And make sure you share this out with somebody. You never know if somebody is suffering in silence. This is a great way just to impact somebody's life, to change the trajectory of somebody's life. So many people are unsatisfied at jobs. And a lot of times people don't talk about it because they're embarrassed or they don't know who to talk to or they're ashamed. So go ahead and share this out so that they know that help is available. That's part of why I do what I do, is to let people know you're not alone. There is help. You can get to the next step and you deserve a better life if that's what you choose, right? And so before I leave, guys, I want to leave you with one last thing. Remember that a meaningful career is waiting for you. Take care.